Every once in a while I'll take a peek at the bad ones, see how bad it is. But I have people that work with me that will sift through them and have a tendency to send the good ones.
Is there something that people don't know about you that you wish they did?
No, there are probably a lot of things that people don't know about me, but I'm not necessarily concerned with them knowing.
As the mother of a now 16-year-old.
Mm-hmm. Who I met backstage,
He did?
He's a great young man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You represent a lot.
And I'm sure that's probably not public information yet, but who's the person that's number one on that invitation list?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
And I can get on that list,
yes,
right?
Without a doubt, you are invited.
That is so generous of you. Cheers to that.
See you at the white party.
What if I told you Mark Wahlberg and Keanu Reeves were caught in a web of secrets tied to one of the industry's most controversial figures, Diddy? That's right, Mark Wahlberg recently made a revelation that reveals there's some wrong things happening behind closed doors in Hollywood. His comments have fueled speculation about Keanu Reeves being linked to Diddy's alleged circle. During an interview promoting his latest film, Mark Wahlberg seemed to go off script, casually dropping a line that suggested something bad was happening under the surface of Tim's displays of Tinseltown's glamorous facade. He hinted at secrets that some people in Hollywood were hiding at great personal cost. Wahlberg stated, "Some secrets are meant to stay buried, even if it means protecting someone's career." These words, coming from a celebrity known more for his action-packed roles than for creating controversy, have caught the attention of fans and industry insiders. But what could he be hinting at? Well, one guy that has come out amidst this whole discussion is Keanu Reeves. Now, he isn't someone you would usually associate with these types of controversies. Reeves' reputation has been built on being the quiet, kind, and unassuming actor who stays out of the limelight when he's not promoting his films. So why would Mark Wahlberg be alluding to something about Keanu? After all, they both have never been known to have any public beef or animosity. And the nature of Wahlberg's comments suggests it's not about rivalry, but it's related to something that might involve an unspoken agreement. If we look closely, Mark's statement raises more questions than it answers. Why would he be the one to bring this up now? With his career trajectory and his transition from a rebellious youth to a responsible family man mirrors a very different Hollywood experience compared to Keanu Reeves, who is until Freedy scandal-free despite being in the industry for decades. But Mark Wahlberg's statements suggest he might know more about the hidden power plays and manipulations that define Hollywood's upper society. And it's here that Diddy's name comes into the picture. Mark's comments seem to point towards a third player whose influence and control run deeper than we think. This is where it gets interesting, the alleged connection between Mark, Keanu, and Diddy.
There are a lot of people in Hollywood who are probably worried about which Diddy parties they were at and what was going on. That's not to say that they were necessarily even involved in any of the things that are alleged by the U.S. Attorney's Office. But if you're at that party and it turns out that that's when he set up one of these parties, or that it was going on in another room and you didn't know about it, there's a good chance that you're going to be called by the U.S. Attorney's Office. And certainly if you were involved, you would get a call because they're going to want to know everything you want to know and may even want you to be a witness. I just think, we're just starting to scratch the surface of what this case, this case is going to touch and involve. And the feds have said that this remains an open investigation. There could be more charges for Diddy, there could be more charges for other people involved.
While most people know Diddy as a legendary music mogul, his reach extends far beyond the charts and awards. Over the years, he has created a powerful network that crosses into film, television, and even the business side of Hollywood. He has been known to have a say in controlling the careers of people he associates with. There are even whispers that he can make or break someone's reputation with a few well-placed words. This influence makes him someone to be feared and protected. So why would Keanu, with his image, have anything to do with Diddy's darker side? Well, the industry is full of surprising connections. Diddy and Keanu may not have been in the same projects, but they share many mutual connections through high-profile parties, events, and exclusive social circles. In fact, Diddy's known for throwing some of the most exclusive Hollywood gatherings, where industry deals are often made behind closed doors. And although Keanu rarely attends such events publicly, insiders suggest that he has been seen mingling at a few of these high-profile parties. And there's Keanu's behavior, it is behavior itself. The normally easygoing actor has shown signs of unease during a few interviews, especially when discussions go close to controversial figures or topics like Hollywood power plays. There was one specific instance where Keanu's behavior started to change when a reporter asked him about the influence of certain people in Hollywood. When he responded with a dismissive answer and quickly redirected the conversation, it was something very out of character for the usually calm and composed Reeves.
That's where they're gonna get him on the thing. Especially like if he was traveling and doing it, that's where the can come at. That you hiring sex workers to come and have with your girl, that's crazy. That's some Hollywood that I don't even know, bro.
Okay, so let's talk about why someone like Keanu would protect Diddy in the first place. And one theory is that Diddy may have been a key figure in helping Keanu handle a tough period in his career. Remember, Keanu faced huge setbacks after choosing not to do Speed 2, leading to a period of being unofficially blacklisted by Fox Studios. While there's no direct evidence tying Diddy to Keanu's professional comeback, it's obvious that someone with Diddy's connections could have played a role in opening doors for Keanu's others were closed. This might explain why Keanu would feel a sense of loyalty or even debt to Diddy, even if it means keeping quiet about some of the less savory aspects of Hollywood. Another possibility is that Keanu, like many other stars, may simply be careful about challenging someone as powerful as Diddy. Being on the wrong side of Hollywood's power players can be careers. Even someone as well loved as Keanu might think twice before making an enemy out of someone who can influence casting decisions, media stories, or business deals.
You have something huge coming up, a documentary about P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
I know
He did it.
You've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually. Puffy was playing with your booty in Miami. You know it was in Miami.
Says things, he doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity.
But I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because they participated to a degree.
So was there a reason you never went to those parties back in the day? Obviously, I know what was going on there, but is there a reason you never did?
I'm just not with all that freaky shit. Like all of the stuff that he's doing, I'm not into that type of stuff. I'm just a little more, maybe you could say basic or normal.
Behind Diddy's lifestyle as a music mogul, entrepreneur, and cultural icon, there's a darker side that few dare to discuss openly. In the past few months, he has faced numerous legal battles and been involved in scandals ranging from accusations of talks about different women. These allegations also paint a picture of a man with massive power and also power that he has used to keep a tight grip on his reputation and to control people around him. One of the most notorious incidents in Diddy's past is his involvement in the 1999 at Club New York, which led to a highly publicized trial. And while Diddy was acquitted of all charges, the event has followed him throughout his career. And this incident is just one of many in a string of controversies that include accusations of financial misconduct of artists and even altercations. However, these incidents are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Diddy's real influence in Hollywood. The thought that there's a secret pact or mutual agreement among Hollywood elites to protect Diddy from these troubles isn't new. There have been whispers of a silent code of conduct that prevents people from speaking out against him. This theory is supported by the experiences of people who have dared to challenge powerful figures in the entertainment world. Celebrities like Corey Feldman, Monique, and Randy Quaid have all spoken out about the backlash they faced after attempting to reveal what they described as a darker side of Hollywood. For Keanu Reeves, being associated with someone like Diddy raises a number of questions. Keanu's reputation has always been that of a kind, genuine person who treats everyone with respect and empathy. His humility and calm behavior make it difficult to imagine him being involved in anything nefarious. But it's this thing that makes the potential connection connection between him and Diddy so interesting. Now, it's possible that Keanu is simply caught in a situation that he can't easily walk away from. Maybe it's not about Reeves protecting Diddy, but rather about Keanu being forced to navigate Hollywood's underbelly when maintaining his own integrity. And it's also worth considering that Reeves could be aware of the consequences of crossing someone like Diddy. With his history of silencing people who cross him, Diddy's influence is not something to be taken light. If Keanu has been aware of certain information, he could be keeping quiet to avoid triggering the kind of consequences that have ruined people's careers and lives. But why would Mark Wahlberg bring all of this up now? Timing of Mark's comments is curious. He is at a point in his career where he doesn't necessarily need more publicity or controversy to stay relevant. In fact, creating drama could have the opposite effect, making him a target for those who want these secrets to remain hidden. One possible explanation is that Mark has reached a level of security and success that allows him to speak more freely. So he has had a career renaissance of sorts, transitioning from a troubled youth to a respected actor and producer. Maybe he feels that he is in a position to take a stand against what he sees as unfair power dynamics in the industry. Or maybe Mark has a more personal reason for speaking out, something that has changed his perspective or brought him into direct conflict with Diddy or other powerful figures in Hollywood. Another possibility is that Mark is facing professional pressures that the audience isn't aware of. There might be projects or collaborations that have been negatively impacted by his relationship with certain individuals, leading him to a point where he feels compelled to speak out. Anyway, his decision to make these comments isn't without risks. Hollywood has a long memory, and going up against someone like Diddy could mean facing the most damaging forms of retaliation. Now, where does Keanu fit into all of this? It's interesting that despite the speculation and discussions sparked by Mark's comments, he has remained silent. With his usual practice of staying out of controversial topics might explain his lack of response, but it's also possible that he is intentionally avoiding any acknowledgement of the situation to prevent it from escalating further. Keanu's silence could be seen as an attempt to protect not just himself, but potentially others who might be involved if he were to speak up. It's easy to dismiss Mark Wahlberg's comments as just another piece of false celebrity statement, but when you look closer, it becomes clear that there's a hidden story here, one that involves not just Mark, Keanu, and Diddy, but the entire system that works in Hollywood, and fans are picking this up. A person commented saying, "I have heard about Mark and his ties to Diddy. Keanu would make me sad." Another one added, "Nobody exudes genuine good nature like Keanu, so hinting that he could be anything else is really serious so far as I'm concerned." A third person wrote, "Just because he hasn't spoken out doesn't mean he's hiding anything. Besides, it's all already out anyway." Well, that's all for today. But do you guys think Mark Wahlberg is holding some info, or is this all just Hollywood smoke and mirrors? Comment below and share your thoughts. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates into Diddy's most shocking stories. Stay tuned for our next video, where we dive into the dark side of Diddy and the price some celebrities have paid to protect their image.